Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are a dog lover like me, you're going to love today's project. I'm so excited to share this handmade Live, Love, and Rescue wreath, perfect for dog lovers, animal rescue supporters, and anyone who wants to add a little personality to their front door. In this video, I'll be showing you all the beautiful details on how to make this wreath. So grab your supplies and let's get started. Today we're going to be making an everyday wreath, and that just means you can have it up all year round. This is my inspiration. It says Live, Love, Rescue. I'll turn it this way as well. And we rescued a dog when he was about 8 weeks old, and his name is Harley. He is adorable. He has brought us a lot of joy. So set this aside. I have my pipe cleaners and have a zip tie for the bow. So I have 14 pipe cleaners to be able to attach the sign. And I have a variety of ribbons. I have this adorable dog paw and bone print ribbon. This is so pretty. And some white with the black and white edging on it. It's very pretty. And then just some regular 1.5 inch red. And then some black and white polka dot. I thought this would be kind of fun. And then just some red and white, some white with red edging. Okay, and then we have our black and white. This is called snowdrift mesh. This is really nice. Has good coverage. And then, so this is very pretty. And then we are going to use the patent pending pancake frame. And I will put my affiliate link in the description so you can see where I get my different supplies. So this here is like a wood frame, and what we're gonna do is we are gonna load this frame and we're gonna put a pipe cleaner in all of the notches. There's 6 of them on the outside and then 6 on the inside. So this is very beginner friendly. It's really a wonderful frame. I highly recommend it. Then there's a couple extra holes, and there's some right here, and right here. So you can turn your frame if you want. Oops, let's see, let me turn it this way. So it's just optional, but you can use these tool holes after you add your mesh to add a sign. And then these 2 down here would be like where you add your bow. So these are just optional. You can use them or you don't have to. So let's get started. First, we're going to load our frame and with our pipe cleaners. Ooh, goodness. So this is really easy. I'm going to start on the inside. It doesn't matter, you can start on the inside or outside, and just pull your pipe cleaner through so that it's even, and then just twist tight to the frame like that, just one time, and then pull it towards the center. And we're just going to go around and do that all the way around. So just twist one good twist and then to the center. And if you want, you can do it twice. So it takes all the guesswork out of where they have to go. It's really a wonderful frame. And these frames are very versatile. You can do so many things with them. Okay, just like that, we got it done. And now we're ready to cut our mesh. So you're going to need a rotary cutter. Okay, so we're just going to cut them at 20 inches. And we need 12 of them. We'll grab our frame. Okay. So we're going to start on the outside with this. And what we're going to do is we're going to put something heavy on one end. And then we're just going to go in the middle here, and we're just going to pinch with our thumb and our forefinger, and then we're just going to walk our fingers right up the middle. Just pushing with my thumb and pulling with my forefinger and my fingers. We're just walking it right up the middle like this. Okay, and then we have a little ruffle. Okay, and then we're just going to start on the outside. We're going to put we're not going to open it up. We're just going to push it right on top of our pipe cleaner there, tight to the frame. Then we're going to twist once, twice. There we go. And then you're going to take your mesh gently, and you're going to take it and flip it over, like crisscross it like that. And just use your fingers to kind of poof it up gently. And then you do the other side like that. You just use your fingers like that and just kind of poof it up gently like that. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. We're doing the outside first. Okay, you just go in the middle, you just pinch and just walk your fingers right up the middle. Okay, we're gonna just put it right in the next one here. Push it down tight to the frame and twist once, twice. There we go. And then we're taking it and just crisscrossing like this. Use our fingers and just kind of poof it up underneath. Do the same on the bottom. There we go. Just like this. we got this all added. Isn't that pretty? You can cut your ribbons at 13 inches or you can cut them at 14 inches. I like to do mine at 13. So for our ribbon tails, we're going to use these two. They're 2.5 inch wide ribbons. If you don't have that, that's okay. You can just use your mat and you can just cut them individually. Like I said, I'm going to cut mine at 13 inches. And it's also nice to have sharp scissors. Because you're able to cut through a lot of ribbon at one time. This is wired ribbon. And we're going to dovetail these right away. So I'm going to just take about 3 or 4 of them here, line them up. Then I'm just going to fold them in half. Like this. And then I'm going to cut on the seam edge upward at an angle. And then you get your pretty dovetail. Now we're going to make ribbon packets. So we're just going to put them together like this for a moment. Just set them aside. We'll grab our frame. Okay. Now we are going to just add a ribbon packet and we're going to go all the way around the bottom. Just remember, we only did the outside so far, okay? We'll get these inside ones done in just a minute. Okay, so let's add our ribbon in here. So I'm going to move my frame aside so you can see. So this is what I do. You can either just ruffle it up right in the middle right here like this if you want, or I move mine up just a little bit so you can see both ribbons like this. Ruffle it up the center, fold it like an upside down V, like that. Okay, and then we're just going to add it right in here. Now you can just add it right on top, or you can undo this twist tie and add it in there. And just push, make sure you're pushing it tight to the frame. And pull it tight once, twice. And we're not going to add anything else now. So you can go ahead and twist it about 4 or 5 times. And you're going to leave about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of the pipe cleaners. Then you'll cut it off like this. And then you're going to take your little part here and tuck it underneath the ribbons, because you want to make sure your work looks nice and neat. Okay, just like that. Okay, isn't that pretty? So you can see both of your ribbons. Then we're going to go around to the next one and do the same thing. There, we got all of the outside done now. It's starting to look pretty. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the inside here and we're gonna add our ruffles the same way as we did the outside. Okay, so I'll show you a couple of them again. So we're going to place our mesh, curl side down, just like that. And we're going to go right in the middle here, and we're just going to pinch and walk our fingers right up the middle. It helps when there's lines on your mesh that you can follow. But it's okay if you do this and there aren't any lines. If you were to use some other mesh, it's okay, because all you have to do is just gently tug at it a little bit to make it even, and even the best you can. Okay, so now we're going to here's our pipe cleaner now for the inside. We're just going to set this down gently, push it tight to the frame, and twist it tight once and then twice. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grab our mesh gently and the other side and just overlap it like that, and do the bottom one is the same like this. And then we're just going to use our fingers and kind of ruffle it up, just sort of poof it up. Okay, but even though we poof it up a little bit, look how, can you see how thin that is? It's going to be so pretty, but it's nice and thin. Okay, we're on our last one now. I think we just have this one left just right here. Fingers and just sort of fluff it up from underneath a little bit. There you go. There, we got all of that done. Doesn't that look pretty? Just one on each one here, so. There we go. Go. And if you wanted, you could add a little bit of hot glue, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just do a couple twists here. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That's so nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the white on the bottom, and we're going to do about an 8-inch tail. And we just pinch and twist. And we'll do about a 6-inch loop. twist just like that. Make sure we adjust this just a little bit more here. 6" there we go. Just trim this right off here. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to do our tail at about 8 inches. We're just going to pinch it teeny tiny like this. Twist. Make it a 6" tail, loop. Okay, we'll do a solid red now. We're going to come in just about a 1/2 inch on this here, so we can see our pretty ribbon underneath. Have our pretty black and white polka dots. And we'll do the same size again. And this one here, we're going to do maybe our tails just a little bit longer so we can curl them. And we're going to do 1 on each side. And then a center loop. So this one here, we're going to come in a little bit more, maybe another 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Center loop is only going to be maybe like 1 to 2 inches, just a little one to hide our mechanics. That's all. Just like that. Okay. So we'll trim these off just like this. Grab our layers. So you're going to push down on this and on the bottom. Gently pull this up like this. So you have like a stack. Just hold on to it. Put your zip tie facing down. The buckle facing down on the zip tie, I should say. Get that started like that. Don't let go. Then we need to add a pipe cleaner for the back. I'm just going to add a long one because I have it handy here. Okay, so we're going to tighten it up a little bit more. Okay, so now it's not going to fall apart, okay, but it's not super tight yet. So we're going to pull our tails all down to the front like this. We got them all pulled forward. Now we're going to tighten this up tight. And then it makes your bow pop up. And then I like to add it in here. Let me just make sure these are good. There we go. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So I was able to use one of the holes, and then I'm coming across like I did before on the top over here. So I'm just pulling this over here. You don't want your bow sucked into your wreath too much, so we'll just twist it like this. And then I'll cut it off when we get done. Okay, that looks so pretty. Then you just use your fingers like this. It's wired ribbon, and you just fluff up your loops so we can see your pretty bow. Now we have to dovetail our ribbon tails here. So let's do that. So I'm just folding it in half, kind of upside down and cutting upward, and then we have a pretty dovetail. Then I just use my fingers and I just curl this under like this, and then just pull out the inside so you have a little fun curl. You don't have to do that, that's just what I like to do. I'll take a picture on the door and it will be at the end so you guys can see that. So you can just adjust your ribbon and your bow however you want. Isn't that adorable? I hope you guys like this. It is so cute. And there's the bow and the sign. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness sakes. And it still is very thin. See? Even with the bow, it's not too thick. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you can like and subscribe. And that will be, they'll notify you when I add more videos. Thank you so much.